Hello everyone and welcome back to my podcast. My name is Darren Connell and this is Straight White Whale, episode 29. It's going to be a wee bit different this week because we've not got a sponsor. A couple of things happened last minute and it was a wee bit of a lack of communication. So we've not got a sponsor this week. Maybe me talking about sucking bangers for gyros and hair transplants scared a couple of people away. I don't really know why, but first time in 29 episodes, we've not got a sponsor. So I was going to ask you a favour, Paul.
Okay.
Instead of giving a sponsor a shout out, I was wondering if you would like to give Brothers in Arms a shout out.
Absolutely. Brothers in Arms, will we make them the sponsor, the unofficial sponsor of the
Yes,
podcast?
we can make them for the sponsor for the podcast today.
Absolutely. So Brothers in Arms are a suicide prevention charity that focus predominantly on men, although their services are not just exclusive to men. They have give people access to a free app called Thrive, which is a mental health app that gives you cognitive behavioural tools, meditation, breath work, and also if you're in crisis you can speak to a live counsellor 24/7. The website brothersinarmscotland.co.uk, if you go there you can sign up to their app, you can have a look at some of the resources. They've also got a sort of Young Brothers, I think it's been called, app that's about to launch, which is going to focus on sort of teenagers to young adults, so I think 12 to 18 year olds, spreading good mental health practices. They're an amazing charity. They've got their own podcast, Brothers in Arms podcast, and they've got a comedy night coming up in Tennant's Bar in the basement in July that's featuring Mark Nelson and a few others. Let me just get you some details. Maybe I think I'm in a Facebook group.
Tennant's Bar, a very cosy little venue.
2nd of July. It's the Gallus Palace Comedy, it's getting called. And it's Mark Nelson, Chris Forbes, Colin Higgins, John Carruthers and Mick McNeil. And it's $12.50 a ticket. The show starts at 8. I think it might be nearly sold out, so if you're thinking about getting a ticket, I would get one rapid. But mate, very good of you.
Awesome. Thank you very much for doing that for me, because if that was me, I'd be like, brotherswayarms.com, right? I've got a charity. Chris Forbes, for anyone that doesn't know, is a fellow Scott Squad cast member, and he's doing very well in the stand-up circuit. So that's going to be a good night, and obviously the money goes towards Brothers in Arms. It's a great charity. Mental health has affected everybody. Suicide, unfortunately, has touched people in some way or another. So it's a great charity. And if you're struggling with your mental health, get in touch with them. They're good guys. You do a podcast with them, don't you?
They record their podcast here in the studio.
Yes. And it's called Brothers in Arms.
The Brothers in Arms podcast.
So there you go. Check out their podcast. If you're interested or if you're struggling, get in touch with them. But, you know, there's plenty of other charities out there. There's Samaritans, and I'm dyslexic, so I had to write this down. Scottish Association for Mental Health. On their website, it's SARMH. So in my dyslexic brain, I was like, slam? What the fuck's that? So it turns out it's just short for that.
It's an acronym.
Aye.
Is that it? Is that right? I think that's
Don't even
right.
ask me about that, as mate. I was in the red group. So aye, there we go. Nice to start the podcast off with something a wee bit more positive, trying to help people instead of me saying I would suck a banger for gyros. So how have you been in the last week, Paul, since I last seen you?
I've been good, mate. I've been really good. I know that I've been seeing quite a lot about Mercury being in retrograde and all this sort of stuff, but I've been really fucking tired. Like every morning I've been waking up and just thinking, I just want to sit here and do fuck all day. But push myself, get up, need to go to work, get people to see, get podcasts to record, you know, you need to just go on with these things. I think when you're having a wee, so when you have those moments, that's, I know fine well that it's important. That's when it's super important for me to get going.
Yeah.
Because I don't have the motivation. Like the mornings where you wake up and you're like, I'm buzzing for it today. That's not really the important times. You need to like keep yourself in the zone when you don't feel like doing the stuff. I think maybe my missus had a wee cold. Maybe I've got a wee cold working on me. I don't know. I don't know what's going on, but I've been tired.
Yeah.
Sort of physically and mentally. But
working and grafting hard, baby.
100%. But I've decided that, you know, I'm going to take the Jubilee, because if we're going to have the old bastard, then I may as well get something for it.
When is the Jubilee?
Next weekend, mate.
Next weekend.
Thursday to Monday.
Did anybody else think the Jubilee was a sweetie? No.
75-year-old Jubilee, man. What? That'll be fucking stinking. Remember Jubilees? Quenchy cups.
That is a sweetie, isn't it?
It's a Quenchy cup, a frozen Quenchy cup.
Aye. I thought I was just being a fucking idiot.
No,
there we go. See, I'm no daft. I've been feeling good. I can see what you're saying when it's very easy to fly through life when things are going well. But as soon as you hit a speed bump, that's when you see the true side of somebody, I think. When somebody's struggling for work or whatever. So I've been doing all right. I've been in the flat for 26 days. Not that I'm counting. It's been good, mate.
If you get like a wee scratch on the wall, like fucking Shawshank.
Basically, but it's a positive one. It's like ticks. It's weird. It's like I've been sitting eating my dinner at a dinner table and I've not had family members ask me if I'm mentally ill. I'm like, oh, aye, this is nice.
You just sit and talk to your imaginary friends on the table.
Aye, basically.
Openly.
Sitting eating a totty scone and my dad would be like, look, we've got reason to believe that you're on the cusp of a full mental breakdown. Why? Because I'm having a totty scone on a Wednesday. Anyway.
That is a sure sign of a mental breakdown, to be perfectly honest. But have you found what's been the positive aspects of having your own space?
Well, I'll tell you quickly, right? See, in the last couple of weeks, people have been getting in touch and they're like, oh, we love the podcast. You and Paul are an amazing combo. And I've been asking, should I get guests in and stuff? But see, the last couple of weeks, people have been like, you and Paul are amazing, but Paul's really good for you. And I'm like, what do you mean?
Okay.
He's like, because he's a therapist and stuff, I can tell that he's been good for you. So thank you very much, mate.
It's all right, mate.
So what was the question there? Sorry.
What's been the notable positive changes of having your own space for you? Why has it been so good? You're like, it's amazing. Other than, you know, you don't get the condemnation of your dad, like, trying to tell you, gaslight you, like, you need to go and get a psychiatrist, you're eating a totty scone. But what else has there been?
I think it's like, I love my family. Obviously, I love my family, but stupid things like not having a desk to work because I'm self-employed. So I've got a tour coming up. So say, for instance, I'm sitting in the dinner table and I've got family members cutting about, so I can't really give my work the full focus. Or when I had an agent, you get something called a self-tape edition, where you have to self-tape it in your house or somewhere else. But because it was during lockdown, it would be in the house. But, you know, my dad's 80% deaf, so the telly would be up loud. People would be like, when you getting that? How much? And you're like, it's just an addition, I'm not getting it. You're like, so when do you start filming then? Like, all that shit. So to be able to have your own space, to do my work at a desk, to be able to eat a dinner at a dinner table and not have fucking... Much tax did you pay in May last year? Because there was a letter that came through the house and everybody's going to get blacklisted. So enjoy your dinner, by the way. You're like, what? I paid my tax, mate.
Everybody's going to get blacklisted. Pure urban myth.
Aye. This house is going to get blacklisted and your mom's going to end up in a care home. Stop eating totty scones, right? Good night. Or like other family members, like I've got brothers. I've got a couple of brothers that are just absolute cunts, mate. Like,
right. And
they just come in and it's a horrible tension. And so it's good to be away from that fight or flight. I felt like I was in fight or flight, really. And my body's not been in fight or flight. I feel like I've lost weight through no even exercising, mate. Just like being away for that tension.
That stress, not having to pure stress eating shit.
Stress eat. I've noticed my appetite has reduced. You know how I was saying I was having five wanks a day? It's went down to 2.
Nice.
So things like that, just like I feel like I've become healthier.
Right. It's good, man. Your creativity, obviously it must be better if you've got space to like just sit and work. You know what I mean?
I do feel a lot better, mate. I feel happier. I've started, I mean, don't get me wrong, there's laziness there as well. I watched all the Terminator films and now I'm going through Kindergarten Cop and like all the Arnie films. So like obviously there's a wee bit of laziness there, but I've started making TikToks in the flat.
Right.
Because if I'd done that in front of my dad, then I would be in Stockpole chained to a bed.
Right.
He'd be like, witchcraft? Are you gay and into witchcraft? I'm like, I just made a TikTok. I'm giving my dad a bad name, by the way. This is for comical effect. 95%.
Your poor dad.
I know.
Blaming him for everything, man.
And everybody else in my fucking family that I hate. Yay! So, aye, TikToks, man. I never thought I would return to that after
like
my Vine days.
I was going to say, it's like the return to Vine, isn't it? But you were big on Vine, weren't you?
Yes. But this time I feel like Evander Holyfield. No, Holyfield.
Is it
George Foreman.
George Foreman, right? Aye.
I feel like George Foreman, 56 years old, in the ring, just doing these TikTok dances. Fucked.
You've got like fucking Kaz Milliken or whatever that fucking guys, like these young guys that are coming up with this new like comedy. And you're like, I'm like the elder
Don't
statesman.
ever use Kaz Mulligan in the word comedy.
Surely
ever again.
Surely that qualifies as comedy, even if it's just laughing at him.
I don't want to be cruel, but
do you think it's an act?
if it is an act, then he's a fucking
genius, mate.
Yes.
I've met him.
Have you?
Aye.
In here?
No, in here, but in a podcast studio ages ago.
What was he like?
It's not an act.
Okay.
He's not a genius. It's genuine, and it is quite funny, but it's genuinely who he is.
Oh, well.
I don't think that he turned around and said to me, I bet you hate me. And I gave him the response that I felt really would jag it in the most. I was like, man, I don't even know who you are. Which was true at the time, mate.
We're not being nasty.
I'm not being nasty at the guy. I was being completely and utterly honest, but I actually seen a wee bit of his fucking soul leave his body. Because he was having a sort of pre-chat with a podcaster and they were talking about the hate he gets. And he obviously just looked at me and went, that guy's in his 30s. Look like a hipster. He's going to be the pure type of guy that fucking hates my guts. Do you know what I mean? Because he's like wee sort of trendy with the tan and the haircut and all that. And I genuinely had no idea who he was, mate. So I just thought, he was like, I bet you hate me. And I was just like, mate, I don't know who you are.
Amazing. You're just being honest.
I was just being honest with the wee guy, man. To be perfectly honest.
Yeah. See when they're all challenging each other to boxing matches?
No, I've not seen this.
I don't really know who they are. I know who he is, but they're all challenging each other to boxing
Like Scottish
matches.
TikTokers?
Aye. I had a comedian challenge me to a boxing match once. I'm not going to name him.
Did you?
You know who it is.
I know. I think you've told me the story before.
I'll tell you after the podcast. I live with regret every day that I never accepted.
You didn't accept it? Aye. What, bare bum boxing was it? Like fucking...
I definitely would fucking win that.
World champ.
You want to know a random fact of the day?
Let's go.
Humans are the only animal that enjoy spicy food. Apart from this pig.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I found it on Google.
Right, okay. Google is the AI, so it knows everything. Wonder why that is.
Well, you never see a gorilla eating a fucking pepper, do you?
Mate, I barely see gorillas. Like, they could be fucking jumping about stealing people's fucking Scotch bonnets.
We could Google that later. Just put in gorilla lamb madras.
Gorilla Vindaloo. I think the wrong thing would come up if we were like to Google search gorilla Vindaloo. Like gorilla meat. Like in fucking Brazil or something like that. But I wonder why, let's have a wee, like, why do you think that is? Why do you think human beings are the only animals that enjoy spicy food?
Well, I think it's because other animals just don't cook, and it's that simple. So they would hunt, like a tiger would hunt a zebra and eat raw meat. Gorillas eat bamboo and plants. So I don't see how they could eat spicy food unless it would be like chili plants and stuff. Do you get all that shit?
I bet that's like seasoning that we
Aye.
use to try and improve. We're trying to, I suppose, we're trying to improve what they eat.
Aye.
Like, so we don't just have a steak, we pepper and salt the steak to make it more palatable.
I mean, you know for a fact some mad cunt fi Poso has gave their dog a vindaloo steaming one night. Like, here,
100%, mate.
have half of that, son,
Aye, mate.
in the dog bowl.
I've been in house parties where cunts have gave their dog hash.
Honestly.
Aye,
Oh,
never mind
man.
a fucking spicy curry, but it would be whether the dog would eat it.
If it had some hash, it would eat it. Have the munchies.
Do you know, like, well, I it's got to be because, well, you know yourself, see when you have a diet, say for a few months, and you eat like bland foods, like just chicken, vegetables, maybe a wee bit of salt, you get super used to it. It becomes really tasty.
Yeah.
And then when you eat something like, it's kind of like, I used to drink Coca-Cola constantly, right, from when I was a wee guy, poor education on it. My mum would just be like, here, first thing in the morning, glass of Coke, lunch, bottle of Coke, dinner, glass of, do you know what I mean? That's what we drank, barely fucking drank water. I think that's a scheme thing. But then when you drink Diet Coke for like a couple of years, and then you go back and you have a Coke, you're like, fuck me, man, that's disgusting, like it's pure sugary. So probably like that, like you probably be able to acclimatise an animal to like spicy, like seasoned foods, do you know what I mean?
So like an experiment. Like you've got a golden Labrador and you just get a fucking...
You start with a korma.
Aye. And
then 4 years later it's sitting eating fucking chowder with ghost chili pepper in it, pure.
Aye. It's evolved. His brain's evolved.
You ever seen a dog drinking beer?
I've heard that people gain like dogs a wee bit of beer and it's been alright.
They pure love it, man.
Aye. Fair enough.
I had a cat that ate a magic mushroom.
Oh really?
Well, I didn't have a cat. My flatmate had a cat and we were taking mushrooms and I dropped a mushroom and I was like, where did that mushroom go? And then the next minute the cat was pure bumped into wasn't it? And I'm like, fuck that cat.
For the loft.
Aye, exactly, mate. Poor fucker was never the same.
I don't mind getting a dog a beer though. If it's been out walking all day, I think it deserves a beer.
As long as it does its fucking cold water in the morning, it deserves whatever. Take a gram.
Yes.
Give your dog a gram.
I don't know why I keep slagging them because I do enjoy cold water therapy, but it's a simple joke, isn't it?
How did your TikTok go down?
I put moan the hoops at the end of it, so a few people were just like, moan the hoops. Like, also, it was quite funny. Last week we were talking about Celtic and Rangers. Quite a large part of the podcast was on Celtic and Rangers. And I've got an uncle that's a Rangers fan and he listens to the podcast. And he was proper like, you know what? You're a right dirty Fenian bastard, by the way. Honestly.
Did he?
Get down on your knees
Triggered.
and grunt, you fucking Fenian bastard. But you know what? I love you. Like, that's the most Scottish thing I've ever heard in my life.
Aye, all I love, man. Respect, but you're a fucking bastard.
I love you, man. I remember being in his house once and he was like, you fucking dirty, bead rattling cunt. Who wants a pie? At half time.
Aye.
Half time pies.
Bead rattler, mate. Wow. I mean, it's like, I'm not a Catholic, so you're pretty much slinging shit at a non-existent wall. If that's your problem, you don't like Catholics, I'm not a fucking Catholic, so...
Or my other uncle that's in the army, I like to slag him because he doesn't stay in Scotland, so I rarely ever see him, but I talk to him all the time. And the other night he was like, you know, I could kill you. Like, I could end your life. And I'm like giggling and all that, and he's like, no, I could kill you, mate. Like with my bare hands, I could end your life. I was like, okay. Can you rate the podcast?
Give me 5 stars on Spotify, please, uncle.
Before you take my life? I will.
What type of fucking things that to say to your nephew? You know, I could kill you. She'd be like that. See if you were sleeping, I could kill you, or I'll just poison your food, mate. Yeah. Aye, couldn't do it with my bare hands, but I could fucking stick a bullet in your head, you cunt. You're fucking lying in your sleep. Such a pointless thing to say to somebody. Do you know I could kill you with my bare hands?
Aye.
Alright.
Hey, he might be able to kill me, but I'm not going down without a fight. You know I'd get fucking leathered.
No doubt me too, mate. If he's in the army, man, probably fucking mad sadistic cunt.
Aye. So I'm not going to name him, but I love you, mate. Don't kill me.
Honor, love, respect.
Aye.
Don't kill me.
Also hit a nerve on Twitter talking about Fray Bentos. We've spoke about this in the podcast, didn't we?
I'm pretty sure we have
Fray
spoken about Fray Bentos pies.
I was in a shop the other day and I seen it on the shelf and it was like walking into the fucking 60s, mate. So I took a photo of the tin and the security guard followed me around the shop. And I was like, mate, I was just taking a picture because it's a Fray Bentos fucking pie in a tin. It's quite funny. And I posted the photo on Twitter and everybody was like, Fray Bentos is actually delicious. I've never actually tried it.
Pie in a tin.
Mate, I wouldn't, you know how we're saying we'd give dogs curries?
Uh-huh.
I wouldn't give a dog a Fray Bentos.
A Fray Bentos pie?
No.
Don't know what happened there. Malfunction. Fray Bentos pie is alright. Like the Fray Bentos steak pie. Don't get the steak and kidney pie.
Oh, really?
Oh my god, do you like kidney? Do you like the taste of kidney?
I don't think I've ever tried kidney, mate.
Fucking rancid. See, if you've never tried it, you won't like it. It's an acquired taste, as they would say. But a Fray Bentos pie is alright.
Doable. If you're dying in a fucking field.
Exactly.
I don't know why you'd be dying in a field, but if you need to eat a Fray Bentos pie, I'd eat it.
It's not good, mate. I mean, you get, this is what it's like. It's like a layer of crust, right? I think I don't know how you fucking cook them. I'm pretty sure you take the lid off and you just put the tin in the oven and then it comes out and you just slide it out. You know what I mean? Like, so you get like a sort of crispy layer of pastry. But see, underneath that, it's just sludge.
Oh, man.
So, see when you get a normal steak pie and it like the boatmate cooks, the boatmate of Fray Bentos pie doesn't cook, or maybe my mom fucked them up, but it was like a sort of crispy layer of thing. You'd be like, oh, this is alright, a wee crispy fucking bit of puff pastry. Then it's just like a mixture of fucking slime and steak.
Oh my god.
So it's like,
I feel quite dry bulky there.
So the difference between a steak pie that you buy at a butcher's and you would cook and a Fray Bentos is like the difference between a sirloin steak and Spam in the tin. It's the same levels. Is Spam alright? Spam's alright, but you know, it's not ideal.
I've always been quite weird with meat. That's why I went vegan, because I don't like things with bones in it. I don't like things like brisket. See the shit you're talking about, like kidney and stuff. I would never eat that.
Right.
But I had a full English breakfast in the flat. Like we never had that in my house growing up. Like a Sunday breakfast.
Did you know?
Never. That shit's weird, and or you'd get judged for like eating too much and stuff. So like I made that. My pal came up and I made him a full English breakfast.
And what was in your full English breakfast?
To my vegan friends, I'm so sorry. Square sausage, link sausage, beans, fried onions, seasoned. No bread or anything like that.
What? No toast?
No toast, no bread.
Fuck me, man.
Black pudding.
Oh, yes.
And haggis.
No eggs?
No eggs. I'm not very good with fried eggs. I need to practice more.
Oh, like you're not very good at cooking them?
Yeah.
Right. The secret is low heat.
Low heat.
You rush them. Everybody rushes their eggs, mate. I'm supreme at eggs.
Yeah.
I did the pure bodybuilder diet for like 5 years. So like chicken, steak, eggs, fucking top notch. But the mistake that everybody makes is they put the frying pan onto too high a heat.
Yeah.
So the bottom of the egg cooks too quickly, and you're trying to fucking scrape it off and turn it air. You bust the yolk, that's just a fucking shambles. Or the worst is you undercook the fucker and it's still all white. And I can't go that, man.
Aye, that shit gives me the fear. I'm good at making scrambled eggs and stuff, but I'll try the fried egg. It's weird because I'm kind of going back into vegan food. So I start off vegan in the morning, vegan for lunch, and then for my dinner, it's like a quarter pounder. I'm like, fucking hell, it's going to be hard. I'm just going to, break myself back in. I'm not going to go full vegan because I've realised that that's bad for me. But
should get the Beyond Burgers.
Aye, they're nice. They're nice.
Man. That's what they make plant, isn't it?
Yes. Also, I feel really good though because I haven't had any junk food, because junk food's a problem for me, as we all know. I haven't had junk food since I've moved into the flat. 26 days, mate. And I do feel as stupid as it sounds. Like when you eat healthy and you exercise, you feel amazing. But when I've removed that from my life, even as a cheat or a treat or whatever, I'm just like, I can't do that, man. I just feel... I phoned what's it called? A spicy chicken place. What's the place is called?
What one? Pepe's?
Pepe's.
Right.
I phoned a Pepe's and I just got chicken, like no chips or carbs or anything. And I ate that one night and I felt like, that softened the blow instead of getting like a pizza or something.
Right,
It would just fuck you up.
Mm-hmm.
I go grey when I eat junk food, mate. It's like a mild, I would say it's like allergic or something, but no full blown allergic. But when I eat fucking junk food, it fucks me up, man. And then on top of that, I crave it and it just fucks my appetite up as well. Like
your willpower to not have it as well.
Like if I was to eat a normal dinner, I'd have a chicken breast and broccoli. But if I have a slice of pizza, I'd have fucking 2 pizzas. Like it just does something to my insides.
You can have better carbs.
As I'm drinking a can of Monster.
I know, mate. Is that a sugar-free?
Yes.
Well, it's not too bad then, but it's got enough caffeine to kill a whale.
And are you saying I'm a whale? Straight white whale? Hey, come on, everybody. I'll be honest with you though, I only drink this shit doing a podcast.
Hey, do you not have one before you go on stage or anything like that?
No.
Like,
I genuinely swear on my mother's life, I only drink this during a podcast. I don't do it before it. I don't do it after it. So I have 1 can of Monster a week.
I can't go with the stuff, mate. I just can't do it.
Do you know, it does taste like rancid shit.
It's horrible.
And I don't know why I drink it.
It gives me shakes. No, it's too much caffeine in it. It's like too much in one go. I get all shaky and all that and like feel like, oh, it's my anxiety. What have I got to worry about? Oh, and then all the things in your life just come flooding into your fucking mind and it's like, just causing yourself fucking absolute. But I know people, mate, I've got guys that come in here at 7, 8 o'clock at night and spark a can of Monster and I'm like, mate, how do you sleep? How do you fucking sleep at night?
That's crazy, isn't it? Aye. So there we go. The week in the life of Darren and Paul's diet. Also, I've brought the beard back as well.
Looking good, mate.
Because you've got a belt of a beard,
Thank you very much.
I feel like my manhood has been questioned.
So does it? Does it intimidate you?
Yeah, it scares me. I feel like a cock around you.
I look like the mad deaf and dumb guy out of Superman 3. I genuinely think I look like a wee bit like that guy.
You do look like him a wee bit, mate. I used to dye my beard black and somebody said I looked like him.
Did you?
And aye.
Dyeing your beard?
It was short-lived, by the way.
Because you don't have black hair. So you must have had like brown hair and a pure black
beard, mate.
Like a bad guy in a fucking parody, a James Bond movie or something.
Fucking villain. I remember doing a gig one night and because Birds liked it as well, by the way. Birds said they liked it, and if Birds say they like it, I'm like, fuck it. Don't give a fuck what anybody says. But
that's why we do everything.
So I was doing a gig one night, and it was at a festival, and Christopher McArthur Boyd, a very funny Scottish comedian, great guy as well. CMB, he goes by. Check him out, follow him on Twitter, funny as fuck. As I was walking on stage, he was like, you look like fucking Randy Savage. And as I was getting to the stage, it just fucked my head up, and I was like, I need to shave this off, man.
I was trying to think, who am I thinking about? And it's WCW, Macho Man Randy Savage.
Yes.
Hulk Hogan had it as well, didn't he?
He suited it though.
Do you think so?
Well, Randy Savage looked like he painted it on.
Aye,
like me.
Superman. No, it wasn't Superman. What was he? Spider-Man. The first Spider-Man movie.
You've done very well.
Oh, yeah.
Sadly, he died in a car crash.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
I thought it was a heart attack like the fucking rest of them. But
maybe he did have a heart attack driving.
Do you think Randy Savage was his real name?
Imagine that.
Turning up first day of school. Randy Savage. Oh, yeah.
What do you want for your dinner, Randy?
3 Bentos. Aye, man. They fucking cunts definitely learning about the Fray Bentos pies, man.
So we're going to go through the notes and see what's been happening in the week, etc., etc. Can I ask you quickly how long we've done now?
Half an hour.
Half an hour. Right, okay,
It's
so
pure unadulterated nonsense.
it's pure nonsense, isn't it?
Aye, it's good, but
I love it. It's good for the fucking soul. I've just put down growing a beard ... for the babes. Nobody's actually been in touch with me though, so I might shave tonight. Started making TikToks. Random fact of the day, obviously. We'll go to the news.
okay.
And I've been avoiding the news, right? And obviously some horrible shit's happened in the last week.
Couple of days, mate. Fuck me.
Really horrific, and we'll maybe get to that. But I want to talk about Putin.
Okay.
I never realised that he's sick.
He's sick?
Yep. So there's major rumours going
That
about.
he's dying?
Yep.
Right. Aye. This is why he's escalating everything like rapid.
I thought it was a conspiracy theory, but see if you actually look at videos of him, he looks fucking awful, mate. So there's a rumour going about that he might have cancer, or what's the thing that Michael J. Fox has got?
Parkinson's.
Parkinson's.
Right.
And supposedly he's got a round the clock care from doctors and stuff.
Right.
And he might be dying. So I find that fucking mental that shit's happening.
Scary, man, because they might have a death wish. You know what I mean? I'll just not give a fuck. Like, if I'm dying, fuck it. May as well take every cunt with me.
Because he looks fucked. He does look grey. Like,
Aye.
he looks mental. He looks like an alien or
Do you
something.
not think that people like that? Like, even if you look at the Americans or the British, like Boris, Jacob Rees-Mogg, Mitch McConnell, all these guys all kind of look grey and dead inside.
Yes.
It's like their hatred comes spewing out their skin or something, man. It's like not a nice look.
They don't look normal. They don't look like normal humans. Especially that Rees-Mogg dude.
Aye, mate. He looks. Somebody said this. He looks like a fucking haunted Victorian puppet.
Aye. Yep.
I think that's a famous quote about him.
Aye.
I think he's probably owns a haunted Victorian puppet. But aye, back to Putin. That's so I take it that it is a bit of a conspiracy theory, and people are sort of drawing conclusions based on how he looks and the way that he's acting. Wouldn't it surprise me? It wouldn't surprise me if that's
if he
what
was
it
dying.
mate. I watched an interview with a couple of people that about, is it Putin or Putin? Putin.
I say
Vladimir Putin. I think it is Putin.
like putting toast in the fucking oven. That's how I say it.
Vladimir Putin.
We say it the Scottish way, Putting.
Aye, Putin. Vladimir Putin. And it was with, who's the guy that did Apocalypse Now?
Brando.
No, the director.
Coppola.
No, was it? Was it no fucking...
Francis Ford Coppola.
Oh, was it?
I'll just double check.
I thought it was the guy that did Wall Street and
What's it called?
JFK.
Apocalypse Now.
The guy...
Everybody is going to hate this listening to this.
Who cares?
I know.
We don't care about you.
Come on, baby. Francis Ford Coppola.
Right, okay, so he didn't do Apocalypse Now, but Oliver Stone. Did he have something to do with that?
JFK, he did.
Did he have something to do with Apocalypse Now?
Who, Oliver Stone?
Uh-huh.
Not that I'm aware of.
Because did he not do, or did he do, did he not do Platoon?
Aye.
I knew that he'd done a Vietnam movie because he fought in the Vietnam War and he came out and he was actually like some of the stuff that's in that movie, he seen that fucking happen. He'd like a pure psychotic fucking sergeant major or whatever that made him go and fucking rape people and like that was the orders and whatever. He did the 2017 interviews with Vladimir Putin.
I did not know that.
Over the course of like 4 months. I think he says he was with him for like 7 hours a day, just interviewing him. And he said a couple of interesting things that I was like, right, and I don't know, it's not really changed my opinion, right, because clearly the guy's a warmonger and he's not, you know, it's not like the conditions inside Moscow are ideal, but the thing that Oliver Stone said on this interview where I was like, that's very strange, was that there was nothing that he wouldn't answer. Like, he was basically like, you can ask me anything, which I found very strange because your politicians don't do that.
Yeah.
So people that have got something to hide don't want to answer awkward questions. So they'll be like, you can't ask that. You can only ask this. And it's all about like, Whereas he was like, you can ask me what you like. And also, he gave them full editorial on it.
Wow.
He's seen it when it get released. And that made me sort of wonder about who is this guy? Like, is he as bad as what we're getting told?
Mm-hmm.
What's actually fucking going on here? Do you know what I mean?
So right up until recently, because Ukraine, do they not have a law against gay people?
I don't know, mate. I don't
So
know
I
much
think
about
they've got something to do with gay people that is like really horrific, mate.
Right.
Like the LGBT community.
Uh-huh.
I think it's like illegal.
It's illegal in Russia, isn't it?
Aye.
It's still illegal in Russia. They just get beat in the street if they fucking try and be gay.
So I'm getting mixed up. I don't know if Putin's got anything to do with that.
Oh, he's definitely anti-homosexual and 100%.
Yeah.
Right. So I think maybe that sort of stuff. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not saying like, oh, he's a good guy or he's a fucking prick. But what was very interesting is that he doesn't seem to want to hide anything. Mm-hmm. And that's not the same here. We get fed very specific, deliberate information. We don't get to know shit, you know, like we're seeing of late, Boris is out November 2020 be like, stay at home, stay safe while they're standing having a fucking laugh at a birthday party. So they're literally laughing in your fucking face. And it's like, I don't know, man, like, none of them are good. But it just piqued my interest where I was like, wow. And then the other guy that I watched an interview on him where he was like, people in the West are sort of like, what's Vladimir's intentions? And he's like, they've been telling you. Go and read any book about him. Go and watch any interview that he's ever done. He tells you what they're doing. First of all, they're taking back the economical power that Russia had, like that get stripped when the Soviet Union like went under. Like Boris Yeltsin was basically a Western puppet that sold all their assets. You know, have you ever seen Gods of War?
Yes.
Stuff like that. Americans went over, took all the arms, went and sold it to the Middle East. Like, so they basically get fucking ransacked when the Soviet Union collapsed, and they took the wealth off of people that had it. But Vladimir Putin and his pals are the descendants of the people that get stripped of their wealth, so they're taking it back. And then the next part of the plan is we're going to get our global power back. Now, once we get our economical power back, which they've got, because Russia's responsible for like fucking 40 or 50% of the world's oil and gas reserves. Like Gazprom's like fucking sponsors the Champions League and UEFA and FIFA and stuff like that. They're owned by one of his mates.
And is that why everybody's bills have doubled overnight?
I don't know if that's got something. It's definitely had something to do with it. 100%. Like they can't buy, so they're having to buy for other places that cost more money. I don't know if it's really that, because like if you look at France, their bills have went up 23%, whereas they've went up 54% in this country. I think it's got more to do with the fact that we have a government in charge that believe in taking away any sort of power that any normal people have, and part of that is taking away their money, and how they'll do that is by just pumping your prices up. Like British Gas, Scottish Power, record profits every year. They don't need to put the prices up. They choose to do it, and they only can do it here because they can get away with it, because we're not part of the EU. Well, otherwise the EU would have regulations of being like, you can't just double people's bills all night. It's one of the reasons why we didn't want to leave, you know, human rights and all that sort of stuff.
Yep.
But certain people don't value that.
Aye,
but
all these racist, retired fucking expats in Tenerife.
Don't give a fuck. But to get back to like the Vladimir Putin stuff, like I think he's a very interesting character.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if he's quite the villain that he's painted to be here, but I also know in my heart that he's not a good guy and he's not to be idolised. But it's interesting listening to people who have met him talk about him, and they're like, listen, he's not like politicking. He's not out there being like smiling and shaking hands and holding babies and kissing babies while selling arms to the Saudi government who go and then carpet bomb Yemen. He's not doing that. If anything that he's doing, he's like, we're doing it. You know, here's, you know what I mean? But I genuinely think that this isn't over. Like, I don't think that this is the end of what's going to happen. I think Russia are probably going to try and take back another territory similar to Ukraine that was part of the Soviet Union and isn't no longer, like, became disenfranchised. So we'll see how it plays out, mate. Like,
what's the word? Disassociated myself. I don't really know what's happening now with that. I've not really looked at the news. Is it still like horrific.
I think it's still raging on, mate.
Yeah.
Again, the news that we get here, I don't think can be trusted 100%.
Yeah.
There's an information war going on both sides, try to spread this and bad information about what's actually happening in Ukraine. Like at the start of the conflict, there was a video of like farmers pushing a Russian tank and they were like, they've ran out of fuel. That didn't happen.
Yeah.
Like that's been disproved. They're like, that just did not happen. That was propaganda.
Yeah.
They just found an abandoned Soviet or Russian tank and just got old guys to push it so they could be like, the Russians are like, we're winning the war.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So some crazy shit going on, mate. In Ukraine, and I mean that guy's an actor.
He was a comedian. Yeah.
He was in like their version of Big Brother.
Yeah.
You know, it'd be like Rylan.
Aye.
Being in charge here, mate.
That's like me being the first minister.
Lemmy. Bobby for Scott Squad.
I'd do a better job than fucking Boris.
No doubt, mate. Absolutely no doubt in my mind about that, mate.
What an absolute fuck. What? Also, what else has been happening? We need to just go through bullet points. I got a smart TV for the first time in my life.
Right.
Well, the smart TV was already in the house. So, obviously, I don't know how to fucking work it. I mean, this is why you're here, because I don't know any... Well, you're part of my...
The crew.
You're part of my family now. I'd die for you.
Absolutely.
But, you know, I can't turn on that computer. So. But my mate, I'm like, mate, do you know how to work a smart TV? So this is the kind of level I went to get this fixed. My pal works for Microsoft. He's quite high up in Microsoft.
Okay.
I was like, mate, can you come up to my house and fix my smart TV? So he came up.
I loved that.
Mate, see the look. I mean, no doubt you get that and all. Like, family members that are fucking daft and all that. Can you come up and fix my laptop? That all the time. So he was like that with me. He was like, because I got a laptop off him once years ago, and I wanted it updated. And he's like, can you tell us? Can you send us a picture of the like brand? And I just sent him a picture of the laptop with the fucking thing done. And he's like, mate.
I wanted to know the processor speed and all that. Like, I bring up the mad wee window that tells you the about this computer.
Aye. So he came up and set up my smart TV, and he was like, I can't believe it. I never realised when you watch YouTube on your phone, you can press a button and it goes on the telly.
Goes on the TV. If it's the same account.
It blew my fucking mind that I can watch that on the telly. No, I'm not exactly daft with technology, but even watching the smart TV is unbelievable. Like watching Terminator films and all that, I was like, maybe it was just my old shit telly, but like the graphics and all that are still amazing.
Look great. There's a button on your YouTube app, save to watch later.
Mate.
And then there's a list on your smart TV library and everything that you save goes there. So see if it's so good, mate. See if you're out and about, you see a video and you're like, fuck, I want to watch that. Just click the wee plus button and then you can get him and it curates it for you. It's so good. But I worked in mobile phones for years, so I am your mate, or I have been my mate to my family, mate, and it fucking does my box in, man. See when people, and this is going to feel like an attack, and it's not an attack because you don't do this to me, but you've done it to your mate, right? Gonna come in, fix my phone, and you go in and you go, what's wrong? Or like, they've changed the fucking service centre number so they're not getting text messages, and you're just like, what did you do? And the one that I hate is when people would be like, it's no doing this, and it's like, it only does what you tell it. Like, it's an inanimate fucking object. It's a piece of tech. Like, it becomes an extension of your hand. So see if it doesn't do what you want it to do, it's because you don't know how to do it. Yeah. So stop getting angry at the fucking phone and get angry at yourself, right?
Yes.
The other thing is, how simple, this is the bit that I'm always just like, oh my God, how simple would it have been for you to go on YouTube and look at how to set up that smart TV and educate yourself a wee bit? Because that's how I do it, mate. See, I mean this, right? I did a podcast with somebody who was wanting to talk about the brain, and you know, like, and they were saying, you know, it was like, how do you learn and all this like sort of mythical, like, the connecting the brain, and I was just like, I literally, see if I don't know how to do something, my first port of call was YouTube.
Yeah.
always. But see, everything that I have learned to do with a camera, with this switcher, with my MacBook, with whatever, I go to YouTube. You have got the biggest university that has ever existed in the world, free at the end of your hand, and there will be a video. If you just know, you go to the Toshiba, like that TV's behind you, Toshiba Smart TV, how do I set that up? There'll be a guy there that's pure, this is for this, and I'm not meaning this an insult, this is for dummies.
Yeah.
They'll walk you through it and you can sit with the remote and do it.
Yeah.
But it's that lack of I don't want to do that, but because it's easier for me to get my mate to come up and get him to do it. But
I mean, I feel like I need to justify myself here. It was a catch up with I feel like I'm sweating here. It was a catch up with my mate, and I was like, let's go for a munch, my treat. And then after the munch, back to the flat, cup of tea, bottle of cake.
100%, right.
And then I said, after all that's done, can you help me set this up?
Do that all day long. That's great, right? I had a couple of times when I was single and I was on Tinder that I would go and build IKEA furniture and get your dick sucked. Do you know what I mean? It's like,
what the hell?
Not that was a condition. It would be like I'd be seeing these women, they would be like, and I'd be like, I'll come and do it, and obviously, you get a wee payout at the other side of it. But see if my mom, like, not offered me a blowjob, but was like, gonna come round and fix my telly. And when I go there, she's like, I bought you a Greg's.
Aye.
Thanks for coming in or whatever. I'd be like, superb. Like, that's all right. Or even if I had somebody be like, I want to catch up with you, but see, while you're here, can you take it? No bother at all. But it would be family members that would literally be like ringing your phone. Oh, don't know how to work my phone. I'm going to come in. I'd just be like, and you'd be like, fuck off. And the thing that would really annoy me about it is that people would come into the shop and it would be the same sort of attitude where you'd be like, I could teach you how to do it. And they'd be like, no, just do it for me.
Aye.
And then next week they come in, just done it again. I could teach you how to do it. Nah, just. I ended up doing stuff with people where I'd be like, stop taking phones off people and fixing their problems, and we'll go on YouTube and find videos and just send it to them and go do it for yourself.
Yeah.
It's like so better for the person, actually. Like, you taking it off their hands and doing it for them is basically treating them like a Wayne. You may as well just go, look, you can learn how to do it for yourself.
Here, I agree with you. I've got family members that, with emails and Facebook and stuff, I'm just like, you can do it. Like, that's the kind of lower version of that. But I can understand that must be frustrating.
It just because it was your day job.
Mm-hmm.
See, now that I don't do that, if you were to go, oh mate, I don't know, like, I'd happily help. I'd be like happy to help, actually, like, cool, I know how to do that, I'll come help you, no bother at all. But see, when it's your day job, and actually, like, sometimes you wouldn't be able to fix things for people because maybe they've fucked their phone, they just scream and shout at you, you're just like, fuck off. So then you get into that fight or flight, and then when you're going to help, like, your mom with telly, you're almost like your central nervous system goes into that because you're waiting for abuse.
You're annoyed already.
Aye.
Which kind of, I still can't access porn in the flat. It's weird. It went weird, man.
Is it your Wi-Fi?
It might be my Wi-Fi. It's weird, right? I can't watch porn in the room, and I can't watch it during the day.
Right.
But I've noticed that like 9 p.m, 10 p.m. at night,
right,
I can watch it.
Oh, you get a parental filter?
And I can't watch it in the bedroom, but I can watch it in the living room.
That's no real. Something's going on with that then.
Aye.
You're disconnecting or connecting to the Wi-Fi in one room or the other because the room will make a difference.
Oh, really?
Aye.
So I can't have a wank in my bed, but I can have a wank in the chair.
I think you must be disconnecting for your Wi-Fi. Did you know, say, a few weeks ago that you can't get porn on your mobile data?
I can get porn here.
Right. But are you connected to the Wi-Fi in here?
Oh, right.
Check your phone. How do you know you can get porn in here?
I mean, what?
Check your phone, see if it's connected to the Wi-Fi. You get the wee Wi-Fi signals up the top, or does it say 5G?
5G.
Right, so your mobile phone is fine. But when you're in the house, who's the broadband provider?
Now TV.
That's the TV provider. Who's the broadband provider? Who's on the router? Sky, TalkTalk, Virgin, BT. Plusnet.
I'll need to get back to you on that one.
Fuck's sake.
I'm so sorry. This has turned into this moment. Moan up to the flat and help me watch porn.
Tech coaching.
Mate, here it's been good for my mental and physical health. I'm not complaining. I've went down to 2 wanks a day.
That's good, mate. And porn rots your fucking mind.
It does.
Rots it.
That's probably why I'm so happy and my skin's so bright.
100%, mate. 100%. Every... It sounds a bit way. Every fucking load you shoot is like giving away energy, testosterone, like health.
Yeah.
I think the optimum's supposed to be once every 3 days.
1 wank every 3 days.
No wank. One, like, whatever. If you're in a relationship,
Orgasm.
shag, one orgasm every 3 days.
3 days, man. I don't know if I could deal with that, mate.
Mate, I'd try it. It's wild, mate.
3 days.
It's wild.
So have a wank on a Monday, then wait till Wednesday?
No, that'd be every second day, so you'd be just skipping a day.
All
so
right.
Monday, Thursday.
Holy fuck.
Every Monday and Thursday, twice a week, that's it.
Why am I getting a wank? Why am I getting a wank?
Why am I getting a hard on? But see, honestly, mate, see the energy that you get, the motivation that just comes, and I'm not even, I'm meaning this as well, the creative ideas that come up, you're like, what the fuck? You actually start getting shit done. You're like, what the fuck? There's a whole community of people, it's called NoFap. Right? It's obviously started in America, but it's like an anti-porn movement, and I don't really buy into a lot of what they say, but my experience of it is that it's way healthier for you.
Yeah.
Your mindset is just a different level when you're no distracting yourself with porn.
I don't disagree with that. I know that it's unhealthy, and even being on your phone all the time is unhealthy, not even porn.
Mm-hmm.
So just have 1 wank on a Monday and then 1 wank on a Thursday.
Unless you're in a relationship, and then you can have your whole every day if you want, man. Like, you know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with that, because there's different, you get serotonin because you're with another human being, you have a connection.
Yeah.
All these different things. But they genuinely, for a 30, I think when I read this article, it's like 30 and up.
Mm-hmm.
The most should be like 2 or 3 times a week. You shouldn't be, because you need it.
Yeah.
You literally need it. Like, you need to fucking keep yourself going. It's energy. Do you know what I mean?
Fuck.
Think about how you feel after you have a wank. You feel that pure, I just want to sleep, man. I'm knackered. Like, and you like internalize that, and then you can get into like weird shit. It's not even weird, but like tantra, you know, like, and they do the thing where it's like, have a wank but don't come. And all this sort of stuff that guys get into, these practice and breathing practices and all that. And it's like, well, if you want to go that far, go for it, man. I don't know what the outcome of that is, but I know for myself, like, I gave up porn at about 30. So I've been, not exclusively, obviously, because you sometimes on Twitter it just comes up, you can't help but see it. Yeah. I've watched porn with a partner. I think it can enhance your sex life, but I've been that sort of like, sit down, watch a porno, have a wank. I've been free of that for 9 years. You know, like I'm
That's
40,
incredible, mate. No wonder you look like a fucking vampire.
And people like, the other day I had this conversation, I had a couple of guys in and they were talking on their podcast and they were like, oh, yous are old. And they were like, I know, man, I'm coming up for 30. And then after this, I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm not sitting there triggered by that. I kind of laugh to myself.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking, they don't know what they're talking about, man.
But that's no old though.
But it's old to them.
Yeah.
They're like 23, 24-year-old or whatever, the other two. And then after they were done, they were just chatting about it and they turned around and went, how old are you, Paul? I was like, I'm 40. And they were like, what? No fucking way. And they were like, how? And I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
A complex jigsaw puzzle of things. I think fasting does a lot.
Yeah.
Cold showers do a lot for vitality. And I don't waste my fucking
loads, mate.
Aye. I'm not getting them out to just empty.
Maybe Putin's been ripping the fucking nut off it. Aye, that's why he looks sick.
All the politicians are just having a circle wank.
Aye.
In Westminster.
And then they eat Fray Bentos after it.
They're dying inside.
How long have we done?
Coming up to an hour.
An hour. Right, okay. So I actually started getting a semi, by the way. There. I'm just going to be honest, mate. I'm not sexually attracted to you. I'm just saying.
I'm disappointed.
When people talk about porn and all that, I just get hard.
Aye, that's the wiring in your brain.
Aye. So I've sitting here doing a podcast, episode 29, and I've got half a jobby.
Good, mate. This would be a perfect time for you to get it on camera.
It's away now.
It just went boop back in.
Aye.
Do we want to, like, I think we've got a choice here. Do we want to talk about something else or do we want to talk about what happened in Texas the other day? Do people care?
I feel so. We'll talk about this, and then we can end the podcast, and then you can give a shout out to Brothers in Arms.
We'll do
again.
something positive
We'll do
after
like
it.
that.
Aye.
So I feel like when the news broke, I was completely numb and dead inside to it. My first reaction to it was for America and a school shooting. It feels like it's been a while, because I think last year it felt like there was a school shooting every 2 days.
Mm-hmm.
And then I removed myself from that emotion, and I thought, how horrible is that to expect a school shooting from a country, especially America, you know.
Mm-hmm. I'm with you. I'm googling something, mate. Just keep talking.
Especially America, because it is so weird that it's 2022 and it's like cowboys and fucking Indians, and they've got this odd gun fetish, and it's really disgraceful, and it's so heartbreaking. And you know, I read a little bit about the story. I know that it was a school.
Right, so see, just to get it into context, mate.
Yep.
There has been a mass shooting every single day in America this month.
That is insane. I never knew that.
The 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 on the 10th of May. So I get what you're saying, and the reason I wanted to Google that is that I don't pay attention to this either, and I was like, this seems like the first high profile one this year. And it's just that they don't report them, man. 18 dead. Yeah. I'm looking through that list, 22 dead, 13 dead. It's wild, mate. But I think what you're talking about is we're numb to this.
Yeah.
We're so numb to it. It's no longer like, see, when Columbine happened, in this country, when Dunblane happened, it was a national tragedy. It was a complete and utter shift in like the mindset of a nation or a country. These happen in America now, they don't even bat a fucking eyelid at it. They come out and it's thoughts and prayers, right? But see, at the end of the day, I don't think there's no appetite for them to do anything about this.
What? Why though? Is it money? Is it just money?
I think it's money. I think that it's important to remember why America started. Like, the history of that country is separatism. The people moved there to get away from paying their taxes, to get away from control, to get away from government that was happening in Europe. And they went there to start the new world. And when they went there, mate, it was like the Wild West. And that was 120, 130 years ago. They still had the Wild West. They still had people just jumping about. You know, you found a bit of land that was good. Somebody just came along with a gun, fucking. So that is really fucking important. So they've got this idea. I think that's why, right? The history of the country is violent, and they've always had their rights to guns, right? Mm-hmm. The thing that really bugs me about it is when you hear the reasons, right? If you ever see somebody on Twitter and they'll go, but why do you need an AR-15 or whatever? And it's like, to protect me and my family from the potential tyranny of this government. And you're like, right, let's get this right. Your government has got a nuclear weapon. They've got a drone that could probably land one of the missiles on your fucking bell end if they really wanted to. They know where you are because of the tracking in your phone and all this blah, blah, blah surveillance. They could probably just wipe you off like that. You wouldn't even know it's coming. Why do you think that you with your wee gun is going to do anything against the fucking might of a superpower? It's like, it's so fucking ignorant to the actual technology and the weapons that their government's got. Me and my friends, we're going to fucking stop them with our AR-15. It's like, you're a fucking backwards idiot, mate. Like, if you think that you're going to fight, like, if that government decides to become totalitarian, communist, whatever they decide, they'll fucking do it, and there's nothing that you can do about it. Yeah. So this wee comfort blanket, right? So that argument just doesn't hold weight for me. And they live and allow their kids to go to school with the potential of just being murdered.
They could be
cold-blooded fucking murdered, and they don't want to do anything about it. Yeah. Because they want to feel safer in case the big bad government come and try and take away their property or whatever. It's fucking stupid.
I mean, imagine living in Scotland and thinking, if my kid goes to school today, there's a potentially they could be killed. Imagine thinking that every single day and letting that happen and allowing that to happen is mental. I looked at the story and it was sad. It was kind of same old shit. A wee weirdo loner that didn't know how to function properly. I think his gran had a go at him because he never got out of high school, and he snapped and he killed his gran. Then he went to the school and he did that, and I think a border control guy shot him. So
Right. I think I seen somebody say something that, somebody disengaged. I don't know how true that is.
What do you
mean? Either a police officer or somebody with a gun or whatever seen him and basically shot it. I'm pretty sure I'd seen somebody say, how could anybody in their right mind disengage with a mass shooter? I don't know, man. Like they seem to think that their solution is to train teachers, to arm teachers and train them. I'm like, what?
Mm-hmm.
What?
I know.
Why? Like what? So your solution to the problem of too many people with high-powered weapons is to give more people high-powered weapons.
Yeah.
I'm just like,
it's so backwards.
What's going on, mate? Like, what's going on over there? They're taking away abortion rights. They're trying to reverse gay marriage. And they want to just be able to go into a Walmart and buy a gun that can fire like 100 bullets in 3 seconds.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't get it, mate. I can't get my head around it.
And then the president comes out, releases a statement, and he's on front of a camera like, but absolutely fucked.
To be fair to Joe Biden, right? What was that noise there?
That was me there, mate. I just made a mad fucking noise.
Weird noise.
Sorry.
That's
sorry.
All right, mate. I'm partial to a random noise myself.
I never even realised I made that noise there. I'm sorry.
To be fair to fucking old Joe, right? He's old and he sometimes in front of the camera he gets his words mixed up and stuff. But at least the guy came out yesterday and condemned. First of all, the shooting, but second of all was like, we're going to try and do something about these gun laws. Like the guy previous, Trump, wouldn't have even come out and said anything about it.
No.
Unless it was, a Muslim or a Mexican that fucking did it, in which case he'd have been jumping over it. So fair, credit where credit's due. At least the guy has come out and went, we're going to look at this, we're going to do something about it. No other president has done fuck all about it. George W. Bush did nothing, Obama did nothing, Trump did nothing. And I hope that this guy actually does something about it. But you look at what happened in this country, mate. Thomas Hamilton clearly lost his fucking mind, went in, brutally murdered a primary school class. It was fucking horrific. But the government in this country at the time took action. We've had no other mass shootings in this country. New Zealand took action. No other mass shootings. Australia took action. No more mass shootings. How can Americans... Oh no, we're different.
Uh-huh.
Fuck off. Like, you are just wanting, like, I go back to this, mate. I can't get my fucking head around it. They're so brainwashed into believing that their shit doesn't stink, man. And that somehow, they deserve, it's just entitlement, complete and utter entitlement.
See, when this happened with Dunblane in Scotland, do you remember, because I can't remember that,
I remember it, mate. I was in first year of school.
Do you remember who was in charge of Scotland?
I think it was Tony Blair.
Tony Blair.
It was either Tony Blair or John Major.
Yeah.
So
Labour?
It was Labour or the death croaks of the Thatcher, like, Tory party. But when did the Dunblane massacre happen? I'm
going to say 94.
Right, it was later than that. 13th of March 1996. So I think Blair got in 97. So I think it was John Major.
Wow.
Who was in government.
What an amazing thing to do, though, to change that law and for nothing bad to happen since is incredible. Same with New Zealand, man, and Australia. That's brilliant. It just goes to show you it can be done.
Mm-hmm. I like the article that's coming up here. It's Britain ended school shootings after one single massacre. I think it was John Major was the when did Tony Blair get elected? Aye, so 2nd of May 1997. So probably what would have happened would have been that John Major's government would have get the ball rolling, and it would have been the Labour government that completed the bill, because I don't think it's that quick a process to get like laws through. So that probably took a while, but just shows you that here it's bipartisan. It doesn't matter who's in charge when something like that happened. Them at the time, I think that if we were in a different world and Boris was in charge, and I don't think he would do fuck all about it anyway, but at least that just shows you, like, what do we do about this? It's a big, massive problem. You know what I'm saying? Fucking one every day in May, fucking 6 and the 10th of May. Just a random day in May. Pick any random day of the year and there's a bunch of fucking mass shootings happening in that country. What do we do about this? It's difficult, it's complex as it fuck.
Yeah.
You ban it. You ban guns. You make it super fucking hard for people to get hold of the guns.
Yeah.
Or the bullets. One of the fucking two.
Yeah.
It's up to you. Pick one.
That's pretty devastating, isn't it? It's just 2022 and that shit's still happening.
It's heartbreaking, mate. It's a heartbreaker.
Yeah. Especially, like, I mean, at any time it's heartbreaking, but right now in the world, the world just seems poisoned. Like, there's like a cloak of fucking evil over the world right now. And it just...
Well, the fucking night is darkest before the dawn, mate. I think I hope that we're hitting this sort of like, what do we do? Like, cost of living's unaffordable for normal people, you know, like, it does, mass shootings, war in Ukraine, bombing the Middle East, it does feel like the world's a bin fire.
Yeah.
But that's gives us the opportunity to fucking fix it. We can see what's wrong, we can reverse it, we need to vote, we need to get the right people in fucking power. Stop all this fucking nonsense that we're doing between billionaires, 3 billionaires owning 90% of the media outlets. Like, that's basically propaganda machines. That's basically totalitarianism. Like, we can't have it. We need to stop. We need to reverse all this shit. And we also need to keep fighting the good fight for people, like normal people, and no feel like it's pointless and gear up. Because that's what I feel like a lot of people do. They just gear up and just think it's fucking pointless. I'm just going to focus on me, make sure that me and mine are all right. And I don't think that is any longer
that
good
doesn't
enough.
work. I believe in, like, I don't know if the term, I mean, obviously you can't apply that to school shootings and wars and stuff, but I think it's like start off with micro kindness. Like, if you're walking out your fucking front door and you see your neighbour, say hello. Do you know what I mean? Say all right. Like, it's weird now. See, when neighbours talk to you, you don't get that anymore. Just say all right to your neighbour. Open a fucking door for an old person. See, if you see an old cunt struggling, fucking help her across the road. Like, how's that weird now? All that shit's weird. Or you're classed as a fucking oddball if you talk to somebody. Like, we need a wash, man, and we need to start over again. And like things like charities and stuff, if you see a charity that you love, if you see something that appeals to you, donate to that charity. Like, I love One Tree Planted. It's about planting trees, obviously. I don't think about that as trees. I think about that as saving the world. So that's a charity that touches me. So if you find a charity out there that you like, donate to that charity. Just fucking...
That's it. Like, it's a weird sort of idea that the best thing that you could do for yourself is to start doing things for other people.
Exactly.
Stop thinking about yourself. Stop being self-obsessed. How do people see me? What am I doing with my life? Where am I going to get my success? And start thinking about, how can I help other people with these things? Because you'll get so much more enjoyment about doing it for other people than what you will for doing it for yourself. Because if you don't do things for other people and just do things for yourself, then you're selfish.
Exactly.
And you know that. So it's fucking futile and pointless. Obviously, have yourself on a level where you can eat and you can survive. And that is a minimum for a lot of people that is not achievable right now. And I think some of that's deliberately done to keep people in sort of fear. But once you're at that place, you see this time and time again, don't kick down the way. Don't look back and think they're all fucking scum because they didn't, you know, like the old James English fucking pish about junkies and blah, blah, blah. That doesn't do anybody any good, mate. If you've managed to drag yourself out of a bad situation, your job is to look back and grab some people that are in that and pull them up with you. Not is turn around and fucking stick the boot in when they're done. Well, if I can do it, you can do it. I don't even know if you've managed to fucking do it, mate. You know what I mean? I think you're just projecting that out into the fucking world. But Do things for other people, mate. You're so spot on. Community.
Yes.
Community is so important. If that wee guy had a community, he wouldn't have went and shot up at school.
Yeah. Yeah. That's true. I like what you said there. What was the saying? Through darkness, there's...
Oh, like the night is darkest before the dawn.
I like that.
Aye, it's just true, mate. It's just a true. Like, same as addicts need to hit rock bottom before they take their recovery seriously.
Yes.
Otherwise, they just half-arse it because they've no felt that if I don't do this, I might die.
Yeah, I've learned that through experience. Nobody with addiction, nobody can save you. You need to make that decision, and there will be help there for you when you make that decision, and it will make it easier. But how many times have somebody said, that's me off it, I'm not doing it anymore? I used to say that every single week for years, to the point my pals used to tell us to shut the fuck up. And then one day, I just done that with a drink. It's over. My brain, I never even done it. It was just something inside my soul, just done that. You're done. So it has to happen.
Absolutely.
So I think that's us. We've done over an hour. I think the podcast is a good mix of absolute nonsense with some serious stuff as
Absolutely, mate. Absolutely.
It has to be.
One last shout out for Brothers in Arms.
It can't be all Fray, Bentos.
It cannot.
Yes, Paul, I'll let you wrap up with giving a shout out to Brothers in Arms.
No bother. So, if you have struggled with your mental health in the past and you've managed to get yourself to a good place, but just sort of randomly and you don't know why, or you're struggling with your mental health right now, or if you know somebody that is struggling with their mental health and they don't have the funds to go and get professional help through private therapy, or, you know, even paying for gym subscriptions and all personal trainers and all these sorts of things, one of the best things you can do is go to brothersinarmscotland.co.uk, sign up for the Thrive app, and just do some of the sort of mental health exercises, build self-awareness, emotional intelligence, and if you're really, really struggling, you can speak to a mental health professional 24/7 on there. You might send a message and it takes them a day maybe to get back to you, but once they get back to you, you're in a text message conversation with a licensed professional. So it's an incredible service. It's free of charge. They've got their new app, Young Brothers, I think it's called, which is going to be focused on 12 to 18-year-olds, and I think that's really important because young people need to be educated. If I knew what I knew now about mental health, I'd have never have went into the holes that I did in my 20s, 100%. But sex addiction and not, but
I'm getting a semi again. I'm sorry.
But honestly, like I would have been able to navigate my life way better if I knew what I knew now. And that app gives you the foundation of positive mental health. So if you're struggling, have struggled, and randomly just come out of it, or know somebody that's struggling, brothersinarmscotland.co.uk.
Amazing, Paul. Thank you very much.
No worries, mate.
And I genuinely, like, hand to my heart, like, I love doing this podcast. It's a great laugh, and the punters have loved it. But on a personal note, how this just naturally kind of fell into place, the fact that, I mean, you're a great, funny person as well, but the fact that you're a therapist as well, and I think that you've helped me, like, I don't think it's been deliberate or on purpose, but it's just, I want to let you know that I'm grateful for your help. And
thank you very much, mate.
I'm really grateful for the fact that we've had a conversation with each other. I know that there's an end product of we're trying to make it a good show and stuff, but as a human being, I'm genuinely grateful for that. So thank you, mate.
I appreciate that, mate. Thank you.
All right. So if you are struggling, get in touch with the people that Paul told you about and join us next week for episode 30. Thank you very much.